Working class beer reviews. It's looking at Michelob Ultra. Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. This is a 12-ounce can. It's one of their slim cans. You also see these with Bud Light Platinum. Let's go ahead and crack this open. You see this in bottles, 12-ounce bottles. You'll see it in 25-ounce cans, the Anheuser-Busch cans. Got a lager glass here. Oh. Pour it nice and aggressively. I church the key the can. You guys watch me, you know that I like to do that, and I'd like to see some of the people that watch my videos, that make videos, to try it and see what they think and comment about it. And if I watch your videos, then I'll see it. So Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer, brewed for those who understand that it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Containing that's a weird way of wording it. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. So if you don't like it, it's probably not worth it. Containing only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs, Michelob Ultra is a light lager brewed with the perfect balance of Herkules hops and wholesome grains, producing a light citrus aroma and a crisp, refreshing finish. So 4.2 ABV and 95 calories. That's on the Michelob Ultra website. If you go to Tap Into Your Beer, which is Anheuser-Busch InBev's guide to all their different beers, and it gives you the breakdown of everything. So, yeah, 4.2 ABV, 95 calories, no fat, 2.6 carbs. I think that's where a lot of people are drawn to this. Keep topping this off while I'm talking about it. And 0.6 grams of protein. The ingredients are water, rice, barley malt, and hops. So it does not have corn or corn syrup. I thought at one point in time it did, but don't quote me on that because I honestly don't have this very often. My wife likes to drink this. Let's get into that after we go ahead and just look at the beer itself. What do we have? Sun's starting to go down over here to the west. It's what time is it? It is almost 7. You know, it's in spring, so we're in daylight savings time now. Very super clear, light straw, super light. Lots of ascending bubbles, not really holding a head. You will see this in bottles, cans, and on draft. I see this on, pretty much everywhere. This has pretty much become the flagship beer for Michelob Brewing Company, which is like the higher end of Anheuser-Busch. So let's give it a smell. Just a very mild graininess. Since the head didn't retain, I wasn't able to get much of any hoppy character, but at 4.2, this thing is probably below 10 IBUs, if I had to guess. It's probably like 8 or 9 IBUs. This is probably made to be the most inoffensive light beer, and I think it's obviously aimed more towards a different demographic. So yeah, it's still very mild graininess. So let's give it a sip. Very clean, very crisp, refreshing, just exactly what you'd expect from a light lager like this. All right, here's my gripe. I love Michelob Original. I actually did a review of it years ago, and I wanted to do another review because the cicadas, it was in the middle of the summertime, the cicadas were so loud, and you couldn't hardly hear my video. And I wanted to do it again, but sometime around 2020, with everything that happened then, I quit seeing it. I quit seeing Michelob Original. I could find Michelob Light, Michelob Amberbach, Michelob Ultra, and there's Ultra Max now. There's like these infusion flavors. They had like a cactus lime. They had a dragon fruit flavored one. And I'm sure they've had like mango, the different ones. And now they've got a Michelob Ultra like seltzer line. And they've really expanded upon Michelob Ultra and elevated it to the top. And it makes me sad that they completely disregarded the original, where everything started, because I think that was Adolphus Bush's preference of beer because he's German, and it was an all malt lager. But when he started making Budweiser, the taste preferences of the people in the United States and the fact that the barley was different over here than it is over in over in Czech Republic or Germany, wherever they originated there, it's different. So they had to change the recipe up to accommodate the taste profile and everything of the preferences around here. So he made Michelob to be an all malt, more like a European lager. And it used to be only served in Michelob taverns, and then after Prohibition, they quit doing that. But it was only in bottles and on draft, or it was only on draft. Then it was on bottles. Then they would, then they would can it every so often, but not very often would you see it in cans. But they would always do these cool like memorial editions of Michelob. But then all of a sudden, it just kind of completely curbed it. And I've written to Anheuser-Busch in emails and asked them, like, why can't I find Michelob, original Michelob? They're like, oh, well, you should be able to find it. And Louisiana Beer Reviews, Ronald Terrio, he did one, so he was able to get it down there. I think they're closest breweries in Texas. So I don't know, but I would think in Missouri, St. Louis is not that far away. I would think I could get anything that they make there. So I find it very frustrating because it is one of my favorite American beers. Do I like this? It tastes fine. I don't agree with paying premium prices for a light lager, personally. You could get almost the same calorie and carb count in natural light. I mean, this is actually lower than Bud Light. Bud Light's over 100 calories, or right around 100 calories. This is 95. I think Bud Light's like 110, and it's 6 carbs. This is 2.5. So, honestly, if I wanted to go even cheaper, I could get Milwaukee's Best Light and get the same, statistics, even the same ABV, and pay way less. For what I pay for a 12-pack of this, it's like $16. And like I said, my wife likes to drink it. I do like the little skinny cans. It's kind of a neat gimmick. I will give them that. But for what it is, it doesn't have. It has. There is flavor to it, but not much. It's more about thirst quenching. This got introduced in like the early 2000s. They really aimed it more towards the athletic and people that, like, let's say fitness people that still want to enjoy a beer but don't want anything that'll be heavy in carbs and calories. They you see it in like PGA Tour and stuff like that. You'll see it in a lot of people that are active lifestyle type people. You might see bicycling advertisements and stuff for it. Yeah, so they've got it sells. So I can't. My opinion really doesn't matter, but it's my opinion. Yeah, I would much rather just go with Milwaukee's Best Light, Natural Light, Keystone Light, any of the other economic light beers that have the same calorie and carb count. If that's something I was really worried about, yeah, I'd much rather just go with that. The flavor's probably, I will say this is probably a touch cleaner than the rest. But is it really worth that much more? Because for $16, I mean, I can get like an 18-pack of some of those other ones. It's probably not even that expensive. A 30 or 24-pack or 30-pack might be going above $16. Excuse me. It does have some carbonation. But I don't know. You look like you're bringing something a little nicer to the table if you were to bring this to a dinner party or something like that. It's obviously being a lager. It's going to be great in the summertime. You go take it on a float trip, especially in cans like this instead of bottles. You can take it on a float trip, camping trip, something like that. You'll look like you're bringing something just a touch fancier, just by appearance only. But if you were to do a blind taste test, you might have a hard time, distinguishing it from other. Light bulb, birds all around me. It's getting that time of day, huh? But yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm not disparaging it. It obviously, the proof is in the pudding on this one. the sales speak for themselves. So yeah, my that's just me. I just think it's a bit nonsensical to pay that much on a regular basis. I should say. I should preface that. You know, you can have whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. But if you're just wanting something that's thirst quenching and something to enjoy after a hard day's work, there's numerous possibilities out there of this that share the same stats. And if you're worried about your budget, this may not be the one you want to lean towards. So anyway, I don't know. What do you guys think about it? What do you think of Michelob Ultra? I've had some of the variants. We've bought, between my wife and I, we've tried a lot of different ones. She liked the amber. There was a Michelob Ultra amber. She likes the Michelob Amber Bock as well, which I actually bought some a while back. I don't know if I've done a review on it or not, but since it's still available, if I haven't, I will. I'll have to look at my catalog. But yeah, keep an eye out for more. I got stuff in back, a few others in back stock, and I'll try to keep the ball rolling. I know I've been pretty hit and miss when it comes to my video reviews. So, but please don't give up on me. Let me know what you guys think of Michelob Ultra, Michelob in general. Do you agree with me as far as it comes to buying stuff at price? Is that more important, or do you like something that presents well? I guess is what you could say. So is that worth it to you to pay a little more? Because maybe for some it is, and that's fine, totally fine. But anyway, thank you very much for taking the time out to watch this video and looking at all of my videos. Feel free to comment. I love having conversations with people. And if they tell me what they think and their experience, it matters. That's how we all can enjoy doing this and looking at all these things. We all compare notes. It's like, how do you view it? What was your experience with it? And then compare it to someone else. And sometimes you can meet in the middle. Sometimes you just don't agree. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I appreciate your attention to this, and I will see you guys later.